Hello again, folks. This is Paul Woodadge for WW2TV. I have been up to the Juno Centre to buy some signed books while they were there. 5 new books, Tim Cook, Mark Zelke, various others. But I've come back via the town of Langrune sur Mer. I'm on the outskirts of town. This isn't the road we're on. The most tourists go down, although you can see the flags over there from the anniversary celebrations. But the reason I've come here is to walk you over here. So while I'm talking, it gives a chance some of you to actually realize I'm streaming and be ready in place when I get to the thing that I want to show you. Crossing the road, being careful not to get run over. So this is the road. It's not the coastal road. There's another road over to the left parallel to this, which is the one the tourists take, that takes you via the beaches. So essentially Juno Beach is behind me and Saw Beach is ahead of me. If you take this road, which is the D something or other, you come across this. And I'll be there in a minute. This is a farm. It's also, I think, a gîte. But there's a big tribute here, and this is what we're coming to see. Good morning, everybody. Big tribute here to 48 Royal Marine Commando. So here's the property. It's called Le Manoir. I'll come back and show these information boards in a minute. And when I drove past a minute ago, the owner was coming out of here, or at the other gate. So here we have, it's in French, in homage of the 48 Royal Marine Commando, Lieutenant Colonel James Moulton and his commandos who, through their courage, liberated Langrune on the 6th and 7th of June. There's a famous photo there of the tank destroyer and the Canadian soldier. So the British commando, and then you've got, in fact, it is Moulton. Then you've got the group photo there of officers. And it talks about after hostilities, Colonel Marc Desnoyers de Beville, blah, 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 General Koenig, various other things about the heroes of Bir Hakeim out in 1942. And you've got the Free French insignia and the 2nd Division Blindé, the French 2nd Armored Division, blah, blah, blah. But we're here for this. So there's lots of stuff, information. So I do, if you come here, urge you to see this. So I won't read all this stuff. But it's talking about the French involved. We had a couple of comments come in yesterday. Why were the French not getting involved in the liberation? Well, there's French troops coming ashore in Operation Dragoon in August. They've been fighting in Italy, the French Expeditionary Force. There's a resistance network. And this manor here has lots of information about the various French units. There's a M8 armored car in France in 1944. And talking about the Leclerc division. So I'm going to show you the other panels over here because they're more, in some ways, pertinent to what I'm talking about. Because this is going to be the first of 2 videos I do. I'm going to do another one in about 10-15 minutes time when I drive there. About the importance of Royal Marine Commandos and Army Commandos on D-Day. I hope you saw the show with Stephen Fisher talking about number 6 Commando pushing inland from Sword Beach to and across Pegasus Bridge. So these informations here, this information panel is all about for the French involvement and 48 Royal Marine Commando. So here was put up on the 75th anniversary. Here's a photo of, as he became after war, Major General James Moulton. And it is a pity it's not in English as well, this, but I'm glad it's here at all. And it's talking about the various issues going on D-Day. HMS Rodney is mentioned there. You can look all this stuff up. I'm not really here to read all this stuff. And there's one of the commandos here, Major Daniel Flunder, who was a British commando in 48 Royal Marine Commando, died in Cornwall. And it's talking about what he did, landing on Nan Red on Juno Beach, blah, 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 blah. And there's a photo here of Saint-Aubin, which is not very far away from where I am. Saint-Aubin is the town on the eastern side of Juno Beach. We're about, I guess, 2 miles, not even that, 1.5 miles away from that here. So this is a really interesting little, well, quite extensive display about this connection between the Royal Marine Commandos and the French forces who fought in the area. And the next location I'm going to take you to will, hopefully, with the visuals, give you an idea of just exactly why the Commandos were vital on D-Day. And I think they are one of the unsung forces. We know about the Commandos going to Pegasus Bridge, Lord Lovat and Bill Millin the Piper. That's a very famous story, and it gets included in all the books, but I don't think really it's representative of what the Commandos are really doing. Depending on what books you read about Normandy, and what level of detail the maps have, often the maps are displayed in such a way that Juno and Sword beaches and Gold and Juno beaches kind of appear to be butted up right close to each other, and they kind of are in terms of sectors, but not where the actual landings took place. And the linking of those beaches into a single beachhead, well, that was responsibility of the Commandos. So for those who are watching who are a little bit less familiar with the structure of Commandos, so they all wear the green beret, but there are Royal Marine Commandos who are ostensibly part of the Royal Navy, and the Royal Marines go back hundreds of years. Then there are Army Commandos, which were more recent. They were founded in World War II, post-1940, Churchill's plea to take the war to the enemy. So Royal Marines have been around for years and years. Royal Marine Commandos became a thing in World War II. So they're all ostensibly similar in what they do. They are fast-moving, lightly equipped, often with the Bergen rucksacks to carry more gear, and they've been doing stuff in Europe since 1940 and onwards. But on D-Day, their job is integral because it's about linking up the beaches. But I'm going to stop talking right here now because there's nothing else to say about this, and get back in the van and drive off to the next location and carry on this story there, basically. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in a few minutes' time. Don't forget to check out our regular content. Click like and subscribe, all the usual stuff, and consider becoming a patron. Blah, 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 blah. See you later on. Give me a few minutes to get there.